The thing about overeating is when you become an overeater and you cannot control how much you eat and you eat too much, you are not eating because you're hungry anymore. You're eating because you are completely controlled by dopamine releases. But I would say I saw the belly fat I had just start to drop off of me when one, I wanted to talk to you guys about belly fat. Have belly fat. It's the #1 place where everyone says that they would like to lose weight. And I was doing some other research about maybe the psychological reasons of that. Why does everyone want to lose belly fat? Why does everyone say, oh, I want to lose belly fat, I want to lose belly fat, not another area? And the psychology books I was reading about why is because it's innate, it's human. We know that that is not healthy. It's not healthy. And I think the books I read and me myself think that it's this human thing saying that's not good, that's not good, that's not good. So I was doing research about belly fat, and it's true. Belly fat is the most dangerous fat to have on your body. Here as well, here, fat held here and fat held in your gut are the two most dangerous places to hold fat, the two deadliest places to hold fat. So I think the very human desire to not have weight there, to not have fat there, is our body subconsciously saying to us, that is not good. That is not good. So if your body has and so yeah, I was doing research about belly fat. It's called visceral fat. Look it up, please. It is extremely dangerous. It is the most deadliest fat you can have. It's connected usually to a fatty liver. A fatty liver is where your body runs out of places to put fat. It's like, we keep storing it here, and we're storing it here, and we're storing it here, and it starts to store the fat in your organs, especially in your liver. And you can actually look up a picture of a fatty liver, or I can put one on the screen. It is more than dangerous. And there's really no way to know if you have a fatty liver unless you go get some kind of scan. But it's extremely dangerous to your health and to your state of being, and it's extremely deadly. But you do not want your body to start storing fat in your gut, because yeah, that's what I was saying about the fatty liver. Most likely, if you have a fatty liver, you have got fat. You've got fat being held around that area too. I'm somebody who does a lot of research about what health is, what it should be, why are there so many lies about what health is. No other country says, oh, you have to leave it to the experts. You've got to let people go to Harvard and then tell you how to eat, because you can't figure it out on yourself, on your own. You've got to have some kind of title like doctor. You've got to have some kind of title like, I'm a nutritionist, or I went to school, and those people have to tell you how to eat. Absolutely not. No other country does that. No other country. You don't go to Japan and they're like, oh, you have to listen to the experts, and those Japanese live forever and they're so healthy. It's only in America, because that's how you control the money. That's how you control the narrative. You control it from the top. You tell people they gotta go to school. You control the schools, okay? And then you tell the schools what to tell people. And they say, oh, you've got to stop eating meat and you got to eat man-made chemicals to be healthy. It just doesn't make any sense. So I've always been into health, but especially those last 2 years, I have been, it actually makes me really upset actually when I think about it, and I'm so passionate about why nobody speaks up and talks about this epidemic we're in of obesity. And it really makes me upset, being that I'm a black woman, and black women are some of the most unhealthy people on the planet. This is not an opinion, it's a fact. Black women in the United States, 70% of black women are obese. And being that I come from them, I absolutely know why. I sit and watch black women just in my own life, and I see how we eat, and the addiction to fat, the addiction to sugar, the addiction to bad food, and if you say something, you get shut up immediately. And it's always, oh, I'm doing my best, or I know what I'm doing, I know how to take, I'm 80 years old, or I'm 70, or I'm 60 years old, I'm 50 years old, I know what I'm doing. And you're just slowly killing yourself. And I am so passionate, and I will not shut up about this, even if it makes people upset, because I have a responsibility. If I know how to help people, I need to. And being unhealthy is a problem. No matter what Lizzo tells you, no matter what these people out here that are like these extreme consumers are telling you, you have to take care of yourself. Because let me tell you something. When you are in that hospital bed that you are going to get called to if you do not start taking care of yourself, and they diagnose you with something, nobody else, it's nobody else's problem. It's nobody else's problem but yours. And if you could have spent more time with your future grandchildren, or you could, I was also thinking about how, I know I'm going on a tangent here, but I was thinking about how, like, wouldn't you want to be here longer for your kids? Don't you want to be here for your grandkids? Don't you want to help your children out and let them live longer so they don't have to come take care of you? I was like, it's so selfish when you're in your later years and you're not taking care of yourself, because you're basically saying, yeah, one of my kids is going to have to sweep in and take care of me. Even though they could be off enjoying their life, their kids, taking care of their husband, or taking care of, I know this lady who was crying on a plane. I met her, I always have the best conversations on planes, and she was saying how her marriage right now is being affected because she's like, my husband is a mama's boy, and they're supposed to be enjoying their lives. She said, we're both rich. I met them coming back from Japan. We were flying from Japan to Dubai, 12 hours. We had nothing to do but talk. And she said her husband was asleep. She said, I know he's asleep, so I'm gonna let him sleep. She said, but me and my husband are going through something. And she starts crying. I said, tell me what you're going through. This lady's late, in her 60s. She's like, we're both in our golden years. We work so hard for it, to enjoy ourselves. We're well off. We're millionaires. We make so much money. And these are the years that we wanted to travel the world together. And she was like, but my husband is a mama's boy. And she's like, his mom is sick, and he just wants to take care of his mom. And his mom is ruining our marriage, honestly. She said, because I'm not happy. But she said, but then I'm the bad guy, because I want to spend time with my husband after we worked our whole lives to enjoy our late years. They said they saved their money, they worked hard, and now they've got all this money and they're retired. And she said they only went to Japan, because I told her I was there for a month. She's like, a month? I want to go to Japan for a month. She's like, but my husband won't let us go anywhere for more than 3 or 4 days, because he's got to go get back to his mom, to take care of his mom. And she's like, I can't stand. She's like, if I knew he was a mama's boy, I wouldn't have married him. I said, don't say that, don't say that. She's like, I know, but it's like he's got to take care of his mom. And like, my mom is healthy. She's like, and it's just like, she's ruining our marriage. She's like, I thought we were married to each other. I didn't know he was married to his mom. And I know this is like a unique situation, but it was like, she was like, listen, and like his mom, she has, she's got these illnesses that she could have prevented because she didn't take care of herself. She's like, I watched his mom. She's like, I knew her. They dated in high school. So he was like, his mom, she could have taken care of herself. And I know some sicknesses and all that, terrible things happen. Car accidents, diseases you couldn't have prevented. I don't know. There's a million things that could go wrong. But there are things you can do about your health. There are things you can do about your health. So you can say, so you know what? I don't want my kids to have to take care of me. I want my kids, or I want to push off how long my kids have to take care of me, and I want to enjoy my grandkids and be around as long as I can. So I'm gonna take care of myself. That's love. You know what? So I think you owe it to yourself, and you owe it to the people that you love, your kids, your future grandkids, your husband, your wife, your future husband and your future wife, to take care of yourself. It's a sign of love. I take care of myself because I say, I want to look good. I want to look amazing for my husband, and I want to look as amazing as long as I can. I mean, I want to be here as long as I can for my future grandkids and my kids. I want to make sure that they can live and have enjoyable marriages where one of them don't have to, you know, worsen their marriage because they got to take care of me. And I will link down below. I've made a 21-day detox for you guys, but we'll talk about that later. I want to get into first why you would even care and what it means and everything like that. So belly fat, we talked about why I think it's instinctual. I think we know we're not supposed to have it, but yeah, it is the most dangerous fat to have on your body, wherever you're storing fat. If you're storing it in your belly, huge red flag. I always say your body's always talking to yourself. It's always talking to you. It's telling you information. We tend to ignore it all the time. But belly fat is extremely dangerous. Look it up. It's called visceral fat, and it's very dangerous. It signals to a fatty liver as well. It means you might or possibly have a fatty liver, which is your liver. Whoa, your liver clean. Listen, your liver is supposed to clean you. It's supposed to clean your blood. It's supposed to clean your system. If you have a fatty liver, it's not working. Very serious. We need to get rid of the fat on our bodies, but first we need to detox, right? A detox is so important because your gut is your central, it's headquarters. Your gut is, it's like the most important system. It's of your body. It's headquarters. Let's put it that way. Your gut is headquarters. If you're holding weight or you're bloated here or you're puffy here, you need to detox, right? But let me give you some other reasons why you might want to detox. So, or if you need to detox. What does detox mean? I think this is patronizing, but I will explain. It means your body's full of toxins. You are just a bag of toxins, and you need to get rid of those toxins in your body. One sign of you needing to detox is belly fat. Another sign are dark eyes. Your eyes are kind of glazed over, and the whites of your eyes are kind of not so white, and you're just in the eyeballs, you kind of just look glazed over, you know? Dark eyes, puffy armpit. Lift your arm up, go look in the mirror and look, is it puffy here? Is your armpit puffy, or is it a pit? It's called an armpit. It's supposed to concave. It's supposed to be a pit, a hole. If your armpit's puffy, that's toxins sitting right in your lymphs of your armpit. The bigger the puff, the more toxins. Another sign you need to detox a puffy armpit. Your armpit's supposed to go in. If you lift, go look in the mirror. You lift your arm up, it's a puff. You need to detox. Always hungry. We should not always be hungry, but that also could be dopamine. We'll talk about that later. Stressed all the time. If you're always irritable, always stressed, always anxious, that is definitely coming down the pipeline of being full of toxins. 100%. Always being irritable and stressed and you can't relax. You could be full of toxins. Premature gray hairs. I know gray hair does come sometimes with age, but this is another controversial thing, because I remember going to Asia and seeing how old people, their hair was still so dark. I believe graying is related to toxins and lack of vitamins, but again, people will tell you it's genetics, whatever. Maybe it's connected to genetics as well. I think genetics I think there's this thing called genetics, and there's this thing called learned behavior. Sometimes genetics is learned behavior. You're gonna eat like your parents. You're gonna act like your parents. You're gonna live like your parents. So the same way we have evolved, for example, the things that didn't work, those people died off, right? That's why us humans exist as we do today. The people who didn't have our characteristics, they died off. That's what's it called? Evolving. That's evolution, right? So I think a lot of the time, as a world traveler, and I people watch all over the world, genetics, yeah, play a role. DNA plays a role, but a lot of the time it's learned behavior, because you're going to eat like your mom and dad. You're going to act like your mom and dad. You know what I mean? So these genes kind of get drag down into your race, or the type of, whatever your race is, whoever you come from. It's a lot of learned behavior. It's a lot of similar behavior. Hair loss, if you're having, your hair falls out. Lots of dandruff, like excessive dandruff, like a lot. That is another sign you probably need a detox. Irritability, kind of spoke about that. No energy, like you don't have the energy to do. Us humans, you don't understand how we were made to be these. We were just designed to be, just to know what humans have accomplished in life and how we live. We are designed to be these, like, that's what motivates me every day, to go live at 100% and to live a crazy adventure and to push myself, because I know what I'm capable of. Do you know how we were designed? You think that I was going to become a person that sits in a cubicle and you're either sitting in a chair at work or you're sitting on a couch at home? Absolutely not. We were not designed to be that way. Think about what the great people have done in history to get us to this point. We are amazing. We can do anything. Like, we are so capable of great things, like, but we don't use it. We don't use our brains. We don't use our bodies right. And we either sitting in a chair at work or we're sitting on a couch at home. And it's weakened us and it's ruined our bodies. And if you have no energy to get through the day, or to even get up and go walk 20,000 steps or go run a few miles, you're not healthy. And I hate to put it that way, but I say it that way because I care and because I used to be not healthy. And I wish somebody looked me in the eye and said, Maryjane, you're not healthy. Why are you eating like this? Why are you living like this? Why are you having all this excess fat and why are you filling your body with toxins and you don't care? You can't fast. If you cannot fast, if you can't go 18, 20 hours without eating and you're like about to like kill somebody, that is a screaming sign that you need to detox. Because us humans, we were not even designed to eat every day, okay? And that means dopamine is controlling your life. It's the same thing like with a drug addict who doesn't have their cocaine and they need to get it and they're like, where's my cocaine? Where's my cocaine? That's a problem. If you cannot go 20 hours without eating and you're like about to kill somebody and you're freaking out and you have a terrible attitude, which I've witnessed a lot of times, people who haven't eaten in 4, 5, 6 hours, and it's just like the world's gonna stop if they don't eat. You need to detox. You need to do more than detox. You need to fast and clean your body, because you are, and completely change your life, because you are being controlled by dopamine. Dull skin, like your skin kind of looks really dry or really oily or really dry or really broken out, a sign of needing to detox. Restless leg syndrome. I sat next to a guy on a plane the other day and I thought I was going to lose my mind. I really did, because he had that leg syndrome where he's like, he has to tap his leg constantly, like this, and it was like the whole plane was shaking. I was like, it wasn't turbulence, it was this dude's leg, and he couldn't sit it still, like it was like going off. Like, that's a huge sign that you need to detox your body. Now, all of these things don't all signal to you're full of toxins, but they all are signs that you are full of toxins. You know what I mean? But not, like, it doesn't directly point to that. It could be a lot of other things going on with you, but I just wanted to give some, maybe this, you need to detox if you're having these, and if you have all of them, well, let's start today. Okay. I am 136 pounds, and for my height and age and gender, that is considered right on par. And I don't eat as much. I eat around 1.5 meals a day. Between me and an obese person, I enjoy food more. When you become an overeater and you cannot control how much you eat and you eat too much, you are not eating because you're hungry anymore. You're eating because you are completely controlled by dopamine releases. You get this dopamine release when you eat. So There's no reason why you should be hungry within a day, like starving, if you just ate the day before. Like, there's no reason at all, right? That's not how we were made. Especially if you have fat on your body, which your body should go to immediately to start burning for energy. If your body's not doing that, you are completely being controlled by dopamine. The more you eat, and the more you eat, and the more you eat, so if you eat a lot of food in 24 hours, to get to that dopamine release, it keeps getting pushed back, pushed back, pushed back, pushed back. So now, since I fast on a regular basis, I do like a 16-8 fast. I fast for either 16 hours a day and I eat within 12 hours, or I eat 8 hours, or I eat within 8 hours and I fast for 16 hours. I switch it. When I eat, I'm immediately satisfied and my body is immediately getting those nutrients. My satisfaction is good and I'm completely satisfied for the rest of the day. I wouldn't have to eat again after my first meal, but I do snack on like nuts and carrots and certain things during the day, but I usually have like one good meal a day with a lot of protein, a lot of fat. But anyways, I do get a dopamine. Everyone gets a dopamine release from food. My dopamine releases immediately. I'm literally mentally happy as soon as I eat. Just making my food gives me my dopamine release. And when I have that first meal, boom, I get my dopamine release. Say if you're somebody who eats a lot, right? And you've been eating a lot for years and you're obese and you eat a lot of fat and sugar, whatever. You've been pushing back that dopamine release further and further and further and further and further and further and further away. Because you eat so much, you're overeating. So your body isn't giving you that release maybe until like 6,000 calories. So you'll find sometimes okay, I don't want to say that, but sometimes you'll see people eating and it's like they're like killing the food. Like it looks like they're like, it's because they're chasing that dopamine release. They're chasing where is it? Where is it? Where is it? They're stuffing their face with sugar and fat, and you would think that they hadn't eaten for 10 days. Or 20 days, 30 days. They just ate yesterday. That is dopamine. Like, that is bad. And you will see when you eat less, you enjoy and you get the satisfaction you're looking for immediately. And from healthy food. You gotta detox your body. The quickest way to get rid of belly fat is you must detox your body first. Do a detox. I've linked down below my 21-day detox. I have made a 21-day detox. I'll link it down below. And this will, who do I recommend this detox to? It's safe. I don't put anything crazy in there that like you would have to consult a doctor first for. Like, no, this is safe for everyone, but do not do this if you're pregnant, because you know, listen to your doctor if you're pregnant. If you're not pregnant, it's perfectly fine for you to do my detox. Who needs to do this detox? If I listed one of the things, if your eyes are dark, you have no energy, puffy armpits, you're always hungry, stressed, irritable, premature gray hairs, hair loss, irritable, you can't get up and just go run a mile if you needed to, you can't fast, it's so hard for you, your skin, no matter what you do, doesn't look good, deep set eyes, really hollowed out eyes here, tummy fat, and like you can't sit, you're always in this is anxiety and stress filled state, or it's very hard for you to stay away from sugar. It shouldn't be hard at all. I almost never have sugar and I never crave it. Hair loss, but I used to. Yeah, and with the detox, you will see a huge change. Someone asked me the other day, because I was selling hair oils, which are now sold out. Hey Maryjane, they emailed me. Hey Maryjane, I am looking for my hair. Your hair is so shiny and it looks so soft and it grows. If I buy your hair oil, where will my hair look like yours? Will it be soft and shiny and full? And I said, absolutely, I don't think so if you don't eat healthy. Like if you're not detoxified and eating well, then the hair oil won't change that. No, it won't. It starts with your food first. The hair oils I use and everything I do is maintenance, but everything starts from what you eat. Everything starts with what you eat, what you put in your body. So I was honest with her first. My hair, let me tell you something, even a family member said it to me recently. They were like, I don't know if your hair has ever looked better. You've always had beautiful hair, but I don't know if it's ever looked better. Like it is glistening in the sun. It's shiny. It's beautiful. And my skin, I don't know if it's ever looked better. And I literally, you guys, I walk like 30 to 60,000 steps a day. My life is so hard, like just traveling country to country, carrying my luggage, like the daily struggles I go through. And I have the energy. I always pray and thank God. Thank you that I have but I am taking care of myself. I have the energy for this life because it is so hard, the life I live. But I'm a skydiver. I can do anything. I get on the back of a horse and I'm out. I go horseback riding for hours. I live a crazy, super high energy, active filled life, and I have the energy for it because I take care of myself. And I think this is the era in my life right now that I've taken care of myself the most. That's why I'm sharing this with you guys, because I've made the changes, I've done the work, I've done the research, I've lived the lifestyle, you know, on both sides. And I want to share it with you guys. So if you want my 21-day detox, down below, after my detox, you will notice a huge difference in your hair, in the quality of your skin, in your energy. And it's what I did to detox myself, and I do it like every other month or every 2 months now still. And just be prepared for it not to be easy. It's not easy. I'm not going to sit here and lie and be like, oh, simple, 5 simple steps. No, the further away you are from your healthiest self, the harder it will be. But it's worth it, because the further away you are from your healthiest self means you need to start sooner. You need to start right now. You need to start right now. If you care about the people you love, then you will take care of yourself. End of story. Anything else is selfishness. And it really upsets me, being that I am a black person, that black people, we don't put an emphasis on health, and we are so unhealthy. And it really saddens me, because health is not about money. Because trust me, I have been to the most extremely poor countries. I'm just saying that to negate anybody saying, I don't have the money to be healthy. You don't need money to be healthy. I do understand, though, how maybe if you're like a full-time mom, and it just has to be done, though, because you want to be there for your kids as long as you can. But it's not hard to be healthy. Actually, I think it's cheaper to be healthy because you're eating less. If you're a consumer, detoxing, eating less is a part of it. Less money you have to spend. Fasting. But I do put a really doable intermittent fast in my detox, so it's very doable. But you are eating less, a lot less than you are now. So it would be cheaper than eating than whatever you're doing now, because you wouldn't be consuming so much. So yeah, belly fat is, I would say, a few other causes of belly fat. You're overeating, you're eating way too much sugar, you're smoking has a big deal to do with belly fat. It could be the opposite as well, though. But drinking alcohol is a belly fat, huge belly fat causer. Alcohol, stress is a huge belly fat cause. Not fasting, you need to, like, it's not if you have to fast, even if you're fasting 10 hours a day. So that means, I don't know, whatever time you go to sleep and wake up, you need your body to get into autophagy. Even if you don't fast, autophagy happens around the 18-hour mark. So say you haven't eaten anything for about 18 to 21 hours, depending on how fat you are. If you have a lot of fat on your body, it might take you longer to get into autophagy. But autophagy comes from the Greek words autophagy, meaning self-eating. It's where your body eats itself. So your body goes, oh wait, we haven't eaten yet. Wait, they're not eating. We usually have fat and butter and sugar by now. What's going on? Your body immediately will try and get you to eat first, because it's like, this is not normal. then your cells will kind of get into this more clear thinking stage, and then they go, oh my gosh, we haven't eaten. Oh my gosh, finally. And they will turn inwards and start eating all your toxins, all the fat in your body. Not all of it, but it will target that fat like crazy. It will target all the toxins sitting in your body. It will target all these cancer cells. By the way, everybody has cancer cells. It's just your body is fighting them off. But the more toxins you have in your body, the harder it is for your body to keep fighting all those cancer carcinogens. Your body will start getting rid of those carcinogens, the cancer cells, the sickness, the toxins. It will start getting it out. So autophagy can only be reached around 18 to 21 hours of fasting. But I would say I saw the belly fat I had just start to drop off of me when, one, I stopped stressing so much. I removed toxins from my diet as much as I can. Started intermittent fasting. I started to remove toxins. I prioritized. Oh yeah, this is another thing. Fasting is one thing. What you break your fast with is even more important. Some people think fasting is just it. Okay, you just got your body into this state of being. Now, what you eat is going to be everything, right? So, what you break your fast with is incredibly important. You should be breaking your fast with protein. Think about our primordial state. Think about when we were hunter-gatherers. When we woke up, we weren't eating pancakes with syrup or in waffles or even yogurt or, you know, all that stuff people eat in the morning. It's probably not good for you. I'm actually anti-oatmeal these days. I used to be pro-oatmeal, but I'm not even going to get into that. That's a whole video on its own. When you break your fast, meaning the first thing you eat after you're fasting, it should be a protein. Think about, like I said, our primordial state when we were searching for food as hunter-gatherers. We would usually be eating a protein to break our fast. We just found a gazelle to eat, or we found a cow to eat, or we found a chicken to eat. It's usually how we broke our. We're meant to. Breaking your fast with a protein is ideal. You should definitely eggs, amazing to break your fast with. I break all this down in my detox. You need my 21-day detox. It's a PDF. It's a downloadable PDF. So I'll link it down below when you purchase it. It's a downloadable PDF. You will get sent a link with the PDF to download to your phone or your laptop or your iPad. I also have in my detox, writing things down is so important because what you don't write down doesn't exist. Like, if it's just exists in your head. So I always say to people, if you're trying to make a life change, every single life change I made, I put it visually down first. If I can put this on paper and make a plan and keep myself accountable, it will happen. And that's so freaking true. Can't even envision making a big life change without it being somewhere on paper. So in my detox plan, I have a checklist that I'd love for you to print out if you get my detox. So literally you can say, okay, day 1, I drank my lemon water. I want you to literally check, okay, I drank my lemon water. I did my 8-hour fast. Check it off when you did it. I took my magnesium supplement. Check. You know what I mean? It has to be accountability. Because even for me, when I see that I'm making progress, it's so inspiring. Otherwise, things are just existing in the ether and they will not keep you accountable. I also know another big reason people aren't healthy is because of their spouses. Usually your spouse has a lot to do, whoever you're married to has a lot to do with how you eat. And if they're not changing the way you eat, it's very hard for you to change it on your own. So I would say it's best, you could still do it on your own, but I know a lot of people who their eating has gone down because of the person they married. They're not extremely healthy. I know people personally who their health has plummeted right after they got married because they married somebody who didn't care about health. It's very hard if you're married to somebody who doesn't care about health. So I would say talk to the person you're married to and try your best to You can show them this video and talk about my detox if you'd like, or just try and talk to them about eating, or just try and do it on your own. But I know it's hard if you're within a marriage and the other person doesn't care about health. But just try your best, because we need to start living longer, Black people. And we talk about all these outside forces that coming to get us all the time. This outside thing is hurting Black people, but we hurt ourselves the most, because facts are facts. The facts are the number way Black people are dying is self-affliction. Health. These are facts. This is not somebody's opinion, so it cannot be something offensive. And I'm so passionate, and I say it because I care. Who would I be if I didn't care about my own people? You know what I'm saying? No, I will be the voice. I will be the voice. And I will say something. And if you get my detox, I add my email, a special email in there if you want to ask me some questions, and we can stay in touch, because I want to help you guys. As I'm helping, I've helped myself so much, so I'm like giving. As I'm getting, I'm giving. I'm getting. It's like this cycle, you know? My cup is so full, I have to start pouring it, because it's just like, I care so much, and I know there's a reason I care. So I'll see you guys in my next video. I'll link my detox down below, and I love you guys, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.